You live.
Live.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Shalom.
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 This is GMS New Orleans Church. I come in, with an indoor camp. I do the inclement weather. But before we begin, I want to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh.
Yeah,
Yahweh
well,
Hashem,
shit,
Shah
shit,
Yahushua,
shit.
Yahushua. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. Shalom.
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 I for this for this camp today, we're just gonna get into the earth morning. I for the sons of God, the Israelites to begin their rulership, all right, and for this devil to fall out of power. All right, so that brother Hezekiah, you got the Romans 8.
Khan.
Yeah, you can
Khan.
start at start at like verse 18. You can read in if you got an NLT. You got an NLT?
Yeah, I got it. You want the NLT first?
Con.
Khan. This is Romans 8 in verse 18. It says, "Yet what we suffer now is nothing compared to the glory he will reveal to us later. For all creation is waiting eagerly for the future day when God will reveal who his children truly are."
Keep going to verse 22.
Con. Verse 20, it says, "Against its will, all creation was subjected to God's curse. But with eager hope, the creation looks forward to the day when it will join God's children in glorious freedom and death and decay. For we know that all creation has been groaning as in the pains of childbirth right up to the present time."
Con. And why has creation been groaning, I up until this present time? Because we got this devil in rulership who has severely polluted the earth, right? From the food, the water, the animals, you name it, chemtrails, you name it, all right? This devil has polluted everything you could pollute in the earth, right? The trees groaning, right? The animals beaching themselves, you know. All right, so the Lord's creation, all right, is waiting for that day. I was the sons of God are being rulership where we're ruling perfection and righteousness, all right, in the earth to rejoice. Any brothers want to make a point or anything? You got a precept?
I got one.
Uh,
Got one for you too.
you want to see some Kalai?
Yeah, it's on.
It's on?
Yeah.
Oh, come. Yeah, I got a precept to back you up.
Uh-huh.
Um, real quick. And I'm gonna just get this one before the one I have, just to give some context, all right, to what you going into. This the book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24. And it reads, it says, "The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?" I and I brought that out simply because, like you said, brother, the earth and all the creations are waiting, right? And they waiting for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High, okay, the elect, right? That's the ultimately the message, you see. But right now, the earth is being inhabited by well, I'm gonna say being governed, right? Which that word government going into mind control, being controlled by what? The wicked. You
Yep.
see, that's the whole purpose in which the earth is longing for the sons of the Most High. You see, that holy government. That's the purpose that the earth waiting for that. All right. And it says, it's a rhetorical question right there. Right. It says, "He covered the faces of the judges. If not, where and who is he?" Question mark. Okay, so that's ultimately like that's a engaging question that makes you get engaged, right? That makes you want to go seek out who is this devil, and what are the signs? What are the signs though? All right, pollution, okay, the overall mindset of the people, okay, how the people, the health of the people, different things of that nature. So like I say, I brought this out just to support what you was bringing out, brother. You know, if the earth is begging for these true leaders to come on the earth, why is that? Okay, it's because of the wicked is in place right now, man. You got it out.
Good point. And a brother could hold that on the back burner too. Where it says, so is the ruler, or however the ruler is, so is the people.
Sirach 10.
I
Con,
got it.
con. But hold that right quick. The shot you could give me Job 30, and started out about uh 3 or 4. It should be
Con.
because this the man that's ruling over us, bro. Start at verse
Yeah,
1.
if I can make a quick point, because why with the creation, right? It even tell you in Isaiah 14 that the trees is gonna break forth
No,
into
brother, I'm
rejoicing.
holding that.
Come,
No,
That's the precept I got.
but
Yeah, I was holding that
I'm
as
just
well.
I'm just
No,
asking the question, why with the creation, all the creation be waiting on the manifestation of the sons of God, right?
Right.
Because the earth has just been completely out of course, all right? It's been completely defiled, all right, which is why the brother brought it up in Job 9 and 24, you know, to show you who the earth was given into, all right, and the condition that is in, right? So you put it in the perspective on why is the crying out. All right, why is the people mourning? Right, if the brother's still holding that Proverbs 29. I mean, it's 29 and 2, you
I got
know. It's the question that's being posed, you know, that you actually have to think and ponder your thoughts upon why, all right, is this happening? You know, why? Because the wicked are in rule, you know.
uh-huh.
But you got it, bro.
Yeah, brother could get that word wicked too in the online etymology, the whole that too. But the shot you could go ahead with that Job 30. Start at the top.
Con, this is the book of Job, chapter 30.
Hey Salakia. Also to go with this Job 30, get it where it says and children rule over them. I think it's in Jeremiah, I
It's
believe.
Isaiah.
Isaiah. Somebody could hold that on deck to go with this. But go ahead, bro.
Con, this Job 30 and 1. It says, but now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose father I would have this disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock.
And that's Esau, right? And it says, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. Right? This man can even be trusted around animals, right? Around the dogs, right? And you wonder why they got turtles with herpes, man. Come on, but this is the man who's in rulership right now, right? It's a reason that the earth is mourning and groaning. It's the reason why the prophets are sighing and crying. All right, go ahead, bro.
Verse 2, it says, yea, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished.
You
It
could go
says,
down. You could go down to verse 7 or
Con,
8.
it says, for want, for want and famine, they were celerity,
Solitary.
Salaki. They were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness in former times, desolate and waste.
Yeah, in the wilderness. That was the habitations, man. In the clefts of the rocks, the wilderness. I didn't have no sense of civilization, about themselves. Proper etiquette of a normal person, or a normal human being. The Israelites taught Esau everything they know about agriculture, how to cultivate, how to everything, right? How to speak, and so on and so forth. But go ahead, bro.
It says, verse 4, who cut up
Mallows.
mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat.
Yeah, and look up junipers, man. All right. This was their course of their main course of food. You wanna say something, bro?
Yeah, because you went into it, Jake taught them, right? But brothers might not know, but hey, what they call what those guys call, man? Damn, it's in my mind. What are those guys' names?
What you talking about?
Morocco and shit like that. I literally was just thinking of it. You about to go,
Yeah.
brother? The Moors, Slakia, man,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
The Moors, they were empowered when this devil, I wouldn't even say empowered, but they had heavy influence when these devils were actually, coming out of them caves and things of that nature, right? Those Moors, they was going all over the place, man, right? Which the Moors in that time were regal people, right? And they were Israelites, which they didn't know that. They took up Islamic customs and basically was under the Muslim and things of that nature, right? But nevertheless, those guys, they don't know it, but they were Israelites. You see, and they taught these devils how to cleanse themselves, like the brother said, right? Actual speech, okay, because there are accounts in which these devils were speaking in grunts and in a brutish manner, okay.
oh,
You want to say something?
Yeah, if I could back you up, the brother kind of mentioned it, about them being cave dwellers, from
The Caucasus
the Caucasus
Mountains.
Mountains, you know, and yo, Salagi, you got it, brother.
Con. That's why they call the Caucasians to this day, man. Alright? Because they came from that was one of their dwelling places, man, the Caucasus Mountains. Right?
Mhm.
But the shot, you can keep going.
Verse 5, it says, they were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief, to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys and caves of the earth and in rocks, in
Yeah,
the rocks.
and that was the dwelling places, right? The scriptures tell you what Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. I Esau was a man of the field, a cunning hunter, I dwelling in the wilderness. You know, keep going, bro.
It says, verse 7, among the bushes they brazed, under the nettles they were gathered together.
Yeah, among the bushes they braid. I and brother, Kalai, he just made a point on that. I even knowing how to speak, right? That's why the scriptures. Well, it's gonna further say. Keep going. Keep going.
Verse 8, it says, they were children of fools, yea, children of base men.
Yeah, when you go into base, right? It's the bottom. I it's the very very bottom. You know. Keep going, bro.
It says, they were viler than the earth.
Con, they were violent in the earth. All right. So ultimately, this is a description of the man who's ruling the day. All right, a foolish man, a childish man. All right, a man who he comes from brain. All right, this is the man that's in rulership. All right, and this is the reason the earth is going to continue to mourn and to groan. All right, until he's knocked out of rulership, man, and the sons of the Most High are ruling. But if I had called a lot of precepts too, bro. Brother,
I
to
got
get
you.
that Isaiah,
Isaiah 2 and 3 and 12.
yeah, that should be it. Isaiah 3:12.
Kind. Yeah, that's Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 12, and it reads, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err.
Yeah, all right. Children are our oppressors. This is the characteristics of Esau. All right, he's like a child who just been handed uh power, right? Now imagine if you let your 2 3 year old daughter or son, I govern your house. I That's the same thing. That's the same way you can liken Esau unto governing the earth. I That's why it's nothing but chaos, violence, uh deceit. You name it. So on and so forth. All right, because a child is ruling. But you brothers could bring out y'all precepts. I called it a lot, but
I got
whatever y'all
something. I got
bring.
I
something to
got
back
one
that
for
up.
you.
Con, you got it, Kushab. Bayan,
This
you had one too, right? You brought yours out?
Nah, that's a rock ten.
Yeah, you go after Kushab and Judah Kazak, you next after him.
God.
this is Ecclesiastes in the Bible, chapter 10, verse 16. It says, "Woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child."
Con.
And you got it just straight to the point, man.
Yeah, that's plain. Woe unto thee, O land, when our king is a child. All right. And our king, spiritually, that's not our king, but he is in rulership, right? It says, woe unto thee when thy king is a child. All right. And that's why death and destruction has to come upon the planet Earth. All right. Because Esau, who's in rulership, he's a child. That's why the law gotta, part of the reason the law gotta send these the ICBM nuclear missiles here and destroy this place, man. All right. Woe is death and destruction. You got it.
Yeah, because only a king, all right, not a king, but a child will poison the air in which he eat, man. I mean, a
Yeah.
breed, poison the water he drink, flood the skies with barium and aluminum, all right. And they actually came out and, openly admitting it now, if brothers been paying attention to that WEF, um, thing that they got going on in Davos, Switzerland, man. They actually openly admit that they've been doing that, in the name of combating climate change, you know.
Come
But
on,
this what
man.
happen when you have a king that's a child, right? This devil, all right, Esau Edom, who is a so-called white man, he has the mindset, all right, of a toddler, man, you know. And if
Yep.
brothers ever been around toddlers, all right, or children that just started, walking around that age, about terrible two, we know that their mind is just go from one thing to the other, all right, and then just never stays focused on one thing. You see, but you got it
Con, bro. Yep. And it's ultimately because the law didn't give them wisdom, right?
right.
The law gave them the sword, but the law didn't give them wisdom. And the scriptures say, all right, they're wiser than Daniel. All right, but what it also says, the wickedness, how I go, bro? Damn.
Yeah, it
What you
say
talking about?
Knowledge of wickedness isn't
It's not
wisdom.
wisdom.
It's not wisdom,
Mhm.
man. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, right? So that ultimately leads to destruction. You was about to say something, Kalai? You want to make a point?
no. I just was backing you up with that particular precept you was trying to bring out, man. That's all.
Mhm.
You got it out. I got a piece for you too, but I know brothers
Con,
host, so I'll fall in the back of the line.
Con is all good. Yeah, so that wisdom, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, man. He's wise to do wickedly, to do evil. Okay, but you could go with yours, Bayan, and then Judah Kazak, you go next.
God.
Before me.
This Sirach chapter 10 and 1. It says, a wise judge will instruct his
I
people,
think they brought that out
and the
already.
government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the rule of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
Read that verse one again and stop right there, bro.
Con. Sirach 10 and 1, it says, a wise judge will instruct his people.
Right, a wise judge will instruct his people. All right, and we just made it known that Esau, Edom, he's not a wise judge, man. All right, his knowledge is in wickedness. All right, keep going.
And the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
All right, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered, but we under the government of Esau, Edom. All right, and our steps aren't being ordered in a righteous direction or in a prosperous direction. All right, look at the direction the world is headed in, man. All right, it's none but sodomy, all right, violence, deceit in the whole land. Keep going, bro. Verse two. Keep going to verse two.
Verse 2 says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is.
Speak on it right quick, bro.
Like it said in verse 2, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. All right, so it's like a chain reaction of things. All right, if the top ruler is wicked, everything coming from that tree is going to be nothing but wickedness. Okay, you want to say something, Kabal?
Yeah, I got a precept. Yeah, just backing up what you said, straight to the point. Is Proverbs 29, verse 12. If a ruler hearken to lies, all his servants are wicked.
Con.
That's
Mm.
plain.
Yeah.
That's
Again,
plain.
is and it says, "In what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein." All right, and pretty much just being a product of Esau Edom. All right, we see how fucked up this place is, in the thought process, and how stupid, how dumbed down a lot of people are, and that's just something that presents itself from the ruler. Okay,
Con. Hey, a brother could get Daniel 11:37, right? It says that the judge of the people is so is himself, right? I we and you wonder why they got everybody as a mole, man. You know, I if it wasn't for the elect, I everybody will just be turned into a mole. All right, because this devil, he's a flaming mole. All right, yeah, bring out that Daniel 11:37 to back me up if a brother grabbed it.
Con, I got it.
I
So
see two more verses.
Uh, go ahead.
if I just wanted to say real quick, when Esau brings you to his teachings, he really teaches you how to be a dummy, right? They have an old book that used to come out. It used to be called Trivia for Dummies, and it was all kinds of simple stuff that people should know, but they don't know. It's like trying to teach somebody common sense things. I just wanted to say that, but you brother got it.
Bayan, if you had more, you keep going, bro. There's a
Con.
little more on that.
Sirach 10:3 says, "An unwise king destroyed his people."
An unwise king destroyed his people. All right, just look at the world today. All right, morally, spiritually, physically. All right, the people in this land have been destroyed. Well, all across the world, man. All right, by the under the rulership of who? Esau, Edom. Keep going, bro.
It says, "But through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited."
Uh-huh.
Verse 4, "The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable."
Huh. Yeah, and the Lord is gonna use his power, the same power that he used to give Esau Edom, this kingdom, he's gonna use that same power to take it from him. Starting with Yahweh Shai, man. And Yahweh Shai is ultimately that he's that one that is profitable, that's gonna be set up, in a at the head of the government of the rulership of the Israelites in the kingdom to come. Come.
That was it on that.
Khan, you go ahead, bro. Do the Kazak. You had one.
Yeah, kind of just back your brothers up. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2, and it reads, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
Khan, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Go look back at King Solomon. That was a righteous man. He ruled 40 years with perfect peace. Right? It says, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. The people are in a state of mourning, man. Everybody angry, agitated, irritated, sick. I was just I believe I was at Sam's the other day, making a run of Sam's, and as I was walking in there, I'm just looking, watching my surroundings, paying attention, to what's going on, and the demeanor of everybody is just sad, uneasy, man. People don't know what's really going on, like how we are in the know. But ultimately they're crying. They're stressed out, man. They're stressed out, and they don't have Yahweh Shem Hawashai or no comforter, to to comfort the spirit of their souls. So they're just agitated. All right, nobody is smiling, nobody is happy. All right, everybody, unaliving each other and so on and so forth. But that's what happened when the wicked bear rule. You got it, bro.
Hey, everybody's just complaining continually though.
Time, bro.
Not just the soul, like souls of the just, as it says in Second Ezra the 15th chapter. Yeah, we complaining, but we know why we complaining.
Time.
We know what's at hand. We know what's getting ready to come. But the people that are trying to accomplish something in the world, they just complaining. They just ready to give up, brother.
Yep.
Totally. You got it.
Yeah, that's why you constantly see, on the news, people just flashing out, man, and throwing it all away. All right.
Hmm.
Men, unaliving their women. They tired of they women committing adultery on them, and so on and so forth. People getting fired, they retaliating on their jobs. People want blood, man. All right, but that's all through the rulership of Esau Edom. Hmm.
Yeah,
What
I'm
you
about
got?
to say real quick
Go
because
ahead.
I'm big on watching these. They got like this little, I wouldn't say series, but I've come across it a multitude of times of you know different countries asking everyday pedestrians, a how is your government? Okay, how is it in Russia? How is it in these other places? And ultimately they never have nothing serious to say about their government because what they give them health care, they got good jobs for them, and things of that nature. But then they ask them a second question, and is what do you think is wrong with the world? And it always leads to America. Somehow they tie it back into America, which we understand is Babylon the Great. You see, which is that whore, man, and she has that influence over the whole earth. You know, and she like this place is the big C, right? If brothers can read between the lines, all right, those that are watching of the earth, man. And I do have a precept for you too, man.
Con, you go ahead. The shy whole Habakkuk 2.
Mhm.
Hold that.
I'm
Go
holding
ahead.
that Habakkuk.
Oh, you got that? Con. Go ahead, Kalai. You got it.
I'm holding something for you too.
Yeah, me too.
Con. Con, bro. Yo.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 24, verse 4. The earth mourneth and faded away. The world languisheth and faded away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. For
Con.
the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, and broken the everlasting covenant.
Con. And who has did that? Who has defiled the whole earth, man? Right? Transgressed the laws. All right. Esau doesn't live by the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. All right. So anything outside of that is death, is destruction. Right? You want to say something, bro?
Yeah, because man, we according to the law, statutes, and commandments, we have things in which promote life. Right, I even going into the food and the different fabrics we wear. It like the way we build our houses. The Lord have strict instructions in which promote life. Okay, and they strict because that's the way He made them in order to promote life. All
Yep.
right, anything outside of those confines of the scriptures is like you said, man, death. All right, and that's what this devil has pretty much he's wiggled his way in through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai because the Lord gave him that power. All right, he's wiggled his way in and inserted his own doctrine and basically taking over the people, you know. But nevertheless, I said all that to say this. All right, all of those things in which this devil he promotes is contrary to the scriptures, man. It's contrary to the law. It's contrary to the Most High. It's contrary to life.
Yes.
See? But you got it, Ox. Slocky.
Yeah. And I'm glad you said that, bro. It's contrary to life, right? This devil himself, even if you look at him physically, bro, he's a enemy to nature, right? Look at his skin texture. I look at what the sun does to him, man. Does to his skin, right? When you look at, all right, because we're creatures also, but when you look at, in the animal kingdom, when you have uh, a
Albino.
yeah, albino animal, I they're usually the weakest. They're usually the outcast. They usually don't live long, right? Because nature is not in congruence, with their beings, right? How is the bro? How is the sun killing you, man? Right? You clearly not supposed to be here. You got it, bro.
Yeah, hence the reason he trying to blot out the fucking sun.
Uh, yep.
Like, that's a wicked idea. The sun is evil against me, so let me blot out the sun. Are you like serious?
Time, bro. Yep.
But that's an actual thing, in the average, Joe walking about have no idea that this is actually in the plans of the devil, right? Which, through the scriptures is Esau Edom, man. Right? They have no idea that this man thinks in that nature, man. But it's all biblical too, though. You got it out. I know. I
Time.
saw the brother Azario. I think
Yeah.
you say something out.
Yeah. Go ahead, Azari. You want to see something?
I just wanted to say that's why the Lord gave him that color red, because in nature, red means danger. And who more dangerous than Esau Edom?
Mm.
Khan. Nobody. He's the most dangerous man on the planet. All right. He should have a hazardous symbol on his forehead, man. That's how dangerous this devil is, bro. But go ahead, Amat, back me up right quick with that Habakkuk. You got it.
God, this Habakkuk 2 and verse 4, and it says, "Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Yea, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keep it at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heap unto him all people." You want to keep on reading down, or you want? I'm gonna go to verse 6, and it says, "Shall not these take up a parable against them, and a
Hey,
taunting?"
start from the top. Start
Yeah,
read verse 5. Read
yeah.
verse 5 right quick.
Con. This is Habakkuk 2 and 5, and it says, "Yea, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keep it at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heap unto him all people."
Right, in which he transgressed by one how? Pushing these philosophies, all right, democracy, all right, coming to these countries in the name of democracy, man. All right, that's how he's transgressing by one. All right, ultimately he's so proud, all right, the pride of this devil, it tells you that in Obadiah that he don't think that he's ever going to fall, you know, and it also tells you that he don't keep it at home, so he goes forward to conquering, all right, trying to take over these different nations. And you can look at his track record throughout the planet Earth now, right? Why there's over 200 military bases scattered across the planet Earth, man. You see, this is who has done this. There's no other nation that you can point at or blame except for who? Esau Edom, man. You see, it says who enlarged his desire as hell and is as that it cannot be satisfied, man. That's who this devil is. He cannot be satisfied. All right. His track record is what? Rape, rob, and murder, man. And that follows him throughout the planet Earth. You see, until this day, he's still doing that same thing. You know, you want to make a point?
Yeah, this devil got to get down or lay down order. Okay, he got to get down and lay down order within the planet Earth. All right, if you're not with, like the brother said, democracy, if you're not with, all right, Christianity, okay, so-called Christianity, I will say that. All right, hey, this devil, he has a method in which he'll break down your economy, man. Which me and this brother always go into it, right? definitely, heavily influenced by the elders, and the apostles, but going into the jackals, man. Okay, and these dudes, they go in very strategically. They'll break down your economy politically first, and then if you don't abide by the political demands, it's almost like you're being taken hostage, man.
Hmm.
Okay? If you don't meet the demands of this devil, then what he'll do is ultimately kill you, literally. Okay, so that's just how you roll. All right, this devil will, by any means necessary. All right, that's why I tell you his what it say here, large his what as hell. Read that,
Yeah,
read
He
it.
Lord.
enlarged his desire as hell.
Right, his desires, man. Hey, this devil desires everything. He's a greedy man. He's a glutton. Okay, all right. Hey, he already had the dues of the earth. All right, but he wants more. This devil wants more. There's nothing that can satiate his hunger for power. Okay, that's why he proclaims himself as what? As God. You see, as the Most High. All right, and
Hey,
ultimately,
and
that's
that's and that's ultimately
you got it.
why, all right, he has to be taken out of the way,
That's right.
right? Because if brother's still holding Isaiah 14, you can bring it out because it tells you why
Con.
he don't stop. He
Real quick.
don't stop. He don't honor the Sabbath, all right? He don't honor the land Sabbath. He don't believe rest. Oh, he don't believe in that. He got Jake working graveyard shifts, man.
The
You
shy.
see? That's why he has to be taken out of the way. Go ahead, Nahari.
Hey, I was about to say, but what is all leading back to the previous point? Somebody might got to mute or something.
The shy,
Yep.
mute your phone, bro. Nah,
Yo,
but
yo, yo.
go ahead. Now, Holly, we still got more in that Isaiah 24 as well. But you got
Con. But yeah, but this is all going back to the point we made, man. This is a child. The brother mentioned that he's insatiable, he's gluttonous, just like a child, man. All right, he has no order, like a child,
Hmm.
right? It's like a child. All they want to do is eat sweets. They want more and more and more candy. All right, they can't be satisfied, man. They can't have enough. All right, but this is likening to this devil, Esau, man. But you keep
Like,
going to that, bro.
God.
God.
Go ahead and finish up.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 24, verse 6. Therefore had the curse devoured the
Who's
earth.
that? A Mott? You was reading?
Nah. The brother had some shit before y'all had got that particular.
Okay,
We wasn't finished with
Mm.
that.
you was done in that, Amat. That was it.
They got verse 6 going down to that thick clay.
No, that's straight to the point out.
Huh, you can
Yeah.
scratch it. Go ahead, bro. It's good.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 24, verse 6. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left.
You want to say something on that? Up?
Con. And it says, therefore had the curse devoured the earth, man. Right? Esau Edom is that curse that's been set upon the earth. All right. He has destroyed, well, not entirely, right? But this man has destroyed the way of life, of living, all right, to a certain extent. So well, if the Lord, didn't speed up the times, I will all be destroyed with him, man. You know, he got these let's lock it, these weapons of mass destruction, man. These what is called nation killers or whatever. What is called,
Oh,
you
them,
What?
know,
them
the
little missiles.
yeah, the missiles, man. Right?
Okay.
Which the Lord put it in the minds of these devils to make that. All right, but who creates such a thing, man? Going to splitting the atom, all right, creating a weapon, all right, that can even wipe you out, wipe existence in its entirety, right? That's why if the Lord wasn't in control, man, we would be doomed, bro, completely. You want to say something?
Yeah, I want to say this because one must understand that in order for it to get to a point of, launching ICBM nuclear missiles, there has to be some sort of reasoning. Okay, and that reasoning is ultimately going into a failure to rule the earth in equity, right? Equality. You see, these guys are ruling the earth in an evil manner. So there's got these weapons were created to knock someone off the chessboard. You see, and ultimately, Jake, we look at these things and you hear World War III and things like that, but you have to understand that this is a result of running the earth wickedly, man. All right. They ain't just think of that on mistake. Nah, they thought of it on purpose, man. Okay, to knock somebody ass off the chessboard so they can get more. All right, or so they can gain the influence of the earth. You see, like you said, the Lord has put it in their heart to do these things, but nevertheless, all right, it's their pride in which created these things. You see,
Mm-hmm.
but
Uh,
sit on that Isaiah. You got it out.
Con. The
Yeah,
shot you could hold Proverbs 12 and 10. You want to see something?
real quick, can I read that in the NLT?
Con, go ahead, bro.
There's Isaiah 24:3 in the NLT. It says, "The earth will be completely emptied and looted. The Lord has spoken."
Mm,
Verse 4, it says, "The earth mourns and dries up, and the crops waste away and wither. Even the greatest people on earth waste away." And we understand who the greatest people on earth is, right? It
mm-hmm.
says, verse 5, the
Wait, hold
earth
on. Before you
suff.
go to verse
Oh,
5, bro. I
mhm,
and that's literal. It said the crops waste away and withers.
yep.
This devil don't give the land no land Sabbath, man, no rest. Right? We got fruits with no seeds, bro. Come on, man. That's insane. Go ahead, bro.
I was just about to say that. Nothing but GMO, all right? He done totally destroyed the whole the farming here in America is
Agriculture in its entirety, bro.
agriculture. It's
Come on, man.
done, you know. You got Kill Bill just buying up everything. And now it's just gonna be nothing but GMO everything, man.
Yep,
What they say, you look on a in a store, Jake be looking at the ingredients and shit. And it say, oh, this contains bioengineered ingredients, man.
yep,
You know? That's wicked, right? Stripping all the food, all right, of the nutrients. And that's what food is supposed to do. Put fuel, all right, restore your body with the proper proteins and nutrients that you need. But only a devil, all right, only a child would just totally strip the nutrients from the food. Like I said earlier, he gotta eat the food too.
you gotta eat the food.
You
Yep.
see? So,
And Kaya put on he had put on the comment board that Proverbs 12 and 10. A brother could hold that too, But you got it, bro.
I got the
Kashab.
proverb for you.
Go ahead, Kashab. You had more?
yeah,
Go ahead.
kind of says verse 5 in the NLT, it says, the earth suffers for the sins of his people, for they have twisted the Most High's instructions, violated his laws, and broken his everlasting covenant.
Come on, man. And who's done that, man? Esau Edom. Alright. They've twisted, the laws of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Alright. The scriptures say that which I have made crooked, who can make straight. All right, so this is a crooked man. All right, that brother Ahmad brought out the Habakkuk 2. All right, his soul is not upright in him. All right,
Hmm.
he's wicked. He can do no good. Brother could hold that too. Where it says if you got
I
that
got
inside,
that.
damn, bro. My bad, brother. You got it. You had more than that, Kushab.
That was it.
Khan, Judah Kazak, I know you had one. I'm gonna get
I
you
got
next,
one.
but a brother could bring out that Proverbs 12 and 10. Cabal, you been holding too. You want to bring out yours? No, you've been holding.
I kind of passed, bro. You go ahead.
All right. Yeah.
I
A
got the
brother could
proverb.
bring out that Proverbs 12 and 10, though.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 12, verse 10. It says, "A righteous man regardeth the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel."
Con.
Mm.
And the Esau Edom doesn't regard the life of his own people, of his own self, man. Right?
Brother.
How much more the people in the land? How much more the cattle, right? The beasts of the field. I mentioned earlier how these different animals, the whales, they gotta beast themselves, all right, because their habitation have been polluted. All right, you got turtles with herpes, man. Come on, man. He's a this devil regards the life of no one, not even his own self, man. But go ahead, who I told to get one? Who that was?
I got a precept that back you up real quick.
Huh, you go ahead, bro.
All right, this is just real quick. This is Sirach 14 and verse 5. It says, he that
That's
is
what I
evil
had.
to himself, say again.
I said that's the one I was holding. You got it.
Okay, so Sluggy. It says he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. Right? So
Mhm.
just backing you brothers up, saying that, this man has to eat the food, right? He has to breathe the air, he's got to drink the water, you know, he's killing himself, right? He's trying to unalive other people, but he's unaliving himself too as well, right? And also we look at, the rich elite, the different banking families, they have control over the whole earth, you know. But they also didn't share that control, with their own people, man. They unalive their own people, trying to have these all kinds of these different events go on, so to speak. So-called T attacks. They know it's gonna happen. They plan it, or they take their own people out in the process. But you
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah, here it is. We in Esau Edom's kingdom, right? And you'll see a Edomite that's homeless, man, or that's poor, piss poor. All right. And worse conditions of the slaves of this rulership, which is the Israelites, right? They got Edomites who don't have a pot to piss in, man. All right, but we're in his kingdom. All right, that tells you a lot about the man that's ruling. But nah, you got one, bro. You go ahead if you got one if you wanted something.
Brothers got some shit too.
I'm holding some.
Uh,
Yeah, I had that one that the brother Deshaun brought up, but I got something else.
Go ahead, bro. You got it.
This is Romans chapter 8, verse 19
Yep.
for the
Came out
for
again.
the okay. This is
Go
Romans
ahead.
chapter 8, verse 19. For the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of Yahweh Bashem Yahshai. Okay. You want me to keep going? Or keep to
It's
the
on you out.
no. Verse 20, for the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who has subjected the same in hope. Verse 21, because the creature itself shall also be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of Yahweh Bashim Yashai. Verse 22, this is the whole point, for we know the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. But basically I brought that out just to say, like, the whole creation, all the creation, the people, the animals, everything, the whole earth is waiting for us to come back into rulership. So this devil needs to be taken out of power.
Bro. Beautiful. Yeah.
I'm holding too, bro.
Go ahead, bro. You got it.
This the book of Isaiah, chapter 14. And I'm gonna start at about 4. It says that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how has thy oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased.
All right. And Babylon is America. All right. That golden city. All right. The of Esau Edom. All right. Where he's oppressed the Israelites and the whole world. Go ahead, bro.
It says, the Lord had broken the staff of the wicked and the sceptre of the rulers.
Yeah, he's broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers, right? He's taking these devils out of power, man. Like their rulership is almost done. Go ahead.
It says, "He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruleth the nations in anger, is persecuted and none hinder it."
Yeah, man. And Esau Edom, he's that person who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, especially the Israelites, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says, "The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing."
That's right on time. Beautiful. All right. The whole earth. All right. When Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai takes this devil out of power completely, right? It says the whole world is gonna be at rest. It says they break forth into singing, man, rejoicing, right? Because this devil has brought none but death and destruction upon uh nature, creation in its entirety, bro. All right. Yeah, Mo.
Yeah, one more verse.
Go ahead.
It says, "Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the the cedars of Lebanon, saying, Since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us."
Uh,
But if I could say right quick, because the at the beginning of this chapter, right, it tells you that the Lord is choosing Israel, which He's gonna put us back in our right state, okay, which we're gonna be back ruling, okay, and it says that's when the earth is gonna be back at peace, man. Like your brothers was bringing out, but you got it.
Con. Azaria. Oh, y'all brothers got some too, huh?
Yeah, me and
Go-
Jeremiah got some.
Yeah, y'all go ahead. Y'all got it. I'll get y'all brothers.
You go Jeremiah, I mean.
You go first.
Oh,
Yeah, that's all right.
Azaria first.
Now y'all go first.
Come. Real quick. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and 5. It says, "There is an evil which I have seen under the sun, as an error which proceeded from the ruler. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. I have seen
Con.
servants upon horses, and princes walking as servants upon the earth."
Read that verse 6 again, bro. And stop right there before you go to 7.
Con. Ecclesiastes 10 and 6, it says, "Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place."
Con. Folly is set in great dignity, right? It's on this side, it's glorious to be a YN. All right. It's glorious to be a Mo, right? An alphabet boy, right? That's folly, that's foolishness, wickedness, man. All right, a woman, it could rule over her household. All right, over the man. All right, a woman could put you on child support for a child that's not even yours. Come on, man, that's folly. And it says the rich sit in low place. And who are the rich, man? The rich in spirit, the Israelites. All right, we're sitting in that low place. You know, we at the bottom of the barrel. Um, in society when it comes to every aspect of society, man. Dealing with the economy, morally, all right, every aspect. You want to say something, Kalai?
Yeah, we have become the reproach, right, of the earth.
Uh,
The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, right, have been the butt end of the jokes of the whole earth. All right. But just to back him up, because when you go into or back up both of y'all, what y'all was saying, man, when you go back in the what that is, second Esdras, the sixth chapter,
yep,
towards the end, it tell you that the earth was made for us, man.
yep.
You see, right now, Esdras was saying, if the earth is, and I'm roughly paraphrasing, if the earth is made for our sakes, why do we not inherit it? Right?
Yep.
He was saying, man, these beasts, in so many words, are over us. They lord over us.
Uh-huh.
We have a possession of the earth. And that's a valid question, but the Lord has given us the answers, right? It's all a part of prophecy that they, ruled first before us, man.
Mhm.
But just backing up what y'all brothers was saying, man. Because even Ezra's had the same questions. But you got it.
Yeah, it says, they that have been reputed as nothing has begun to lord over us.
Yep.
Come on, man. But you got it, Bayan. You keep going.
Verse 7 says, I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
Yeah, so the rightful seat of rulership, it has been flipped, man. I The people who were meant to rule are not in rulership right now. And this devil who was never meant to rule in the first place, is on that seat of power, on that horse, right? The earth is given into the hands of the wicked, man. He's on that power seat, right? The princes, Israel, Yasharala, princes of the power, right? We're the ones sitting in that low place, man. We're the ones that's walking while this devil is sitting on that horse. But soon that's gonna be overturned, man. Chris, the scriptures say Jacob, Esau is the end, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. So that's not the end to our story. That rulership gonna be overturned. You got it, bro.
Bring out y'all didn't bring out Revelation 6 and 4 yet, right?
No.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 6, verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
You wanna speak on it?
Not just the point, make the point, it says that power was given to him to take peace from the earth. And that's going into everything, tying into everything everybody was the points that they was making.
Con.
They philosophies, they covet his ways, just everything. Like the brother brought out the example when they asked the people about their governments, they didn't have too much to say, but everything ties back to America. They taking peace from the whole earth.
Yeah, don't forget that red horse, man.
Kind
It's the spirit that we going over, Revelation. We've been going over Revelation lately. The revealing, the unveiling of this devil. That's part of him falling out of his rulership, man. That red horse, that's Esau Edom, right? He's that red man, in that power seat. You wanna say something, bro?
Just to back you up, pretty much anything dealing with confusion, we know where it's coming from. you know. Henceforth, us being here in Babylon, the daughter of Babylon, which pretty much goes into confusion. You know, that's what this damn devil he brews nothing but chaos, confusion, and all arrows point towards him. When it comes to that type of destruction, to the mind and body. You know.
Con. Yeah, Azara, you can go. Judah Kazak will get you. Anybody who else holding? Anybody else holding something? Rashad, Con. You got Azaria if you had one.
This Isaiah, Slocky. This Isaiah 5 and verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
Got it, bro.
And I brought that out to back y'all up, showing how Esau Edom has brought confusion into the world by telling everybody everything that's righteous is evil and everything that's evil is righteous. You got it out.
Con. Back into I believe it was that brother Kashab. We brought out that Isaiah 24 in the NLT. This devil has twisted the laws of the Most High, man. He's changed everything upside down, right? It says that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. You know, that's just another example of a characteristic of how this devil governs the earth, man. You got one of my Judah Kazak, you
I
had
got
one,
one
you go
too.
ahead.
Yeah, I got one.
I
I'm
got
out gonna
something to
get
back
you.
that up as well, Nahoy.
What you said?
I got something to back up what you just said as well.
Con.
I'll get mine real quick then. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 16, and reads, For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall.
Yeah,
That's
so
all
go ahead,
you
go
got,
ahead, go
bro.
ahead. You gotta
Oh
go
yeah,
to sleep.
yeah, because that's all this devil do. They says they sleep not unless it comes cause something to fall. All this devil do is conjure up evil and mischief and wickedness, man. And who's trying to cause the ultimately fall? Who is the Israelites? Constantly persecuting us, putting stuff in our food, contaminating our minds and all that, man. This man, the scriptures say this man is the board of wickedness. All he do is just do evil and just conjure more evil things, man. You got to
Kind of back you up right quick. Ahmad, get Micah 2:1.
That's the precept I was holding.
Oh, Khan, that's perfect, bro. Go ahead.
This is Micah 2:1, and it says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds.
Yep,
When the morning is light, they practice it because it's in their power. It's in the power of their hand."
yep. And wickedness is in the power of this devil hand to exercise, man. All right. And it's just like that brother just brought out in the Proverbs, right? They sleep not unless they cause something to fall, right? They have to do wickedly, they have to do evil, right? Because their spirit has been made crooked by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. All right, he's that sword on the left hand side, man. All right, he lays snares and traps privily. All right, he's a cunning hunter. Everything about him screams killing, violence, right? The scriptures say they drank violence, man. All right,
Yeah.
that was the
Hey,
next word.
read the next verse. Come.
con,
Yeah. Yes, the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 17. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence.
bro. Yep. That's one of my favorite scriptures. All right. So that's the delicacy. Violence is the delicacy. All right. That's what gives them life. That's what keeps them going. All right. They have to be violent. All right. They have to murder, rob, steal, you know. They have to do it because it's just in the heart, in the spirit to do. All right. They can do no good. You got it, Kushad.
Hey, but just like you have to eat, drink, right, to continue to live.
Yep.
Right. When you liken that into them, they gotta kill, all right, steal, rob, murder, just to continue to live.
Con.
Like just so they could sleep at night, man. To show you how fucked up this devil is in the head, you
It's
know?
the mansion,
Yeah,
bro. Yep.
got it.
Yeah,
Trans.
my you can read you can read and that and then you can get your precept.
No, that's what it was. But yeah, this is Micah 2 and verse 2, and it says, "And it covered fields and take them by violence and
And they've been
houses."
known to do that, man. Who's been known to do that? America, you know. They covet after all the natural resources of all these different nations and lands, the oil, the canals, the rivers, everything. Go ahead, Kalai, you wanna say something?
Yeah, and hey, when you go back, man, to this devil first began, right? And I'm gonna just strike a point. Hey, looking at who, right?
Okay.
Yeah, Cain. And then at the start of the Greco-Roman Empire and things of that nature, who did you have, man? Right? Alexander the Great. Okay, he just couldn't stop fucking overtaking people, man. He was exercising his blessing in a unprecedented way. So how much more now, man? While we're in times in which you have bombs, jets, right? Different technologies. You see, this devil has always been that way, And I wanted to just bring that out because this not new. This ain't some new shit on the earth. No, the times and the technology is new, but the spirit of this devil is still the same, man. You see, I don't know if that brother frozen too. He looked frozen on my screen. He might be frozen.
Henceforth, backing you up,
Mm-hmm.
the revised Roman Empire.
That's right, man.
So we knew, what the Roman Empire already did, when they was in power at the beginning, but to be revised and be, vamped up again,
Right.
The Esau Edom is basically at his strength right now.
That's right,
this is
man.
he's maxed out, on every level that he could be,
I just was backing up what you were saying, brother. Man, it's he's exercising his wickedness, man. And that's
Yep.
that's all we can say. You got it.
Uh, yeah, Kushab, I know you had one. And
They got
I
they
got
got a little bit more in here too.
read it. You can read it out.
And it says, so they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. And I want to
And
read. Oh, you could go.
yeah, I was gonna say, and who's notorious for that, man? Esau Edom, right? They oppress the Israelite in his heritage. All right. Back in that Job 9:24, it says he covered the judges, all right, the faces of the judges, you know, the whole renaissance, the whitewashing, all right. He hides a man's whole inheritance from him, man. All right, his nationality. All right. He hides his own nationality and says he's everybody else. Everybody but who he actually is. You wanna say something, bro? Like,
Yeah. Oh,
oh, you go ahead, Amar. Brother.
okay. And I wanted to read to 3, and it says, therefore, thus said Yahweh, behold, against this family do I devise an evil from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil. And pretty much, the Lord is saying like all the things that you've done, in the past and still doing today, he will show evil to you. All the things that you've done of old, he will do the same thing to you. And it's nothing that you could do to prevent it.
Uh, Kabal, Kashab,
You
whoever
jump
that was. Oh,
down.
Hezekiah, I think you had one too, right?
I had one from earlier, just backing you up real quick about everything is just backwards basically. This is Isaiah 29 and 15 points and 16. It says, woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us? Verse 16, it says, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work, for shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not, or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding. Right? So that's just backing your brothers up. This man has basically, taken everything that's righteous, that's good, right? That was supposed to be in the earth, okay, the way the Lord had everything set up, and just turned it backwards, right? So the things that people are doing, they think that it's good, but it's really not good. It's actually wickedness, it's folly, madness. Okay, but your brothers got it.
Uh, I know Kashab, you had one, and Kabal, if you got one, you can bring it out too. I got you, Bayan. I see.
All right, I got Sirach chapter 10, verse 8. Because unrighteous dealings and injuries and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Mm-hmm.
And that's straight to the point, man. To you know, that's why this kingdom, that's why he made the kingdom gotta be translated, man, unto us. That's possible, man. To rule the earth, man. Cause hey man, the earth is need new management. As the brothers talk about, man, how how organized, how out of order, the earth is, man, by this wicked rulership, man. Hey man, the rulership gotta be changed, man, unto us, man. The ones that say that's profitable, man. You know, you got it.
Yeah, Kashab, if you I thought you had one. Bro. Bayan, if not, Bayan, you could go. Kashab, if you don't got one.
No, go ahead.
Con.
You good, bro.
This is just backing you brothers up. This is a wisdom of Solomon chapter 2. Pretty much the basis of this chapter going into the mindset of the wicked, but getting straight into the point. How this damn devil rule, is by his
Hey,
law.
real quick. How many more you got?
Oh, well, give about two more, bro. We
Yeah.
can wrap it
Oh,
up.
come. Yeah, we come. Down, bro. Still like it, Bayan. You got it.
Mm.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 2, and 11, it says, "Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth." All right, which we know this damn devil, he ruled, this society, with his unrighteous laws, unrighteous dealings, just as the brother Kabal brought out in Sirach 10 and 4, nothing but deceit, behind the ways that this devil operate. All right, but it says, verse 12, it says, "Therefore, let us lie and wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn. He is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraided us with our offending the law and objected to our infamy, the transgressions of our education." All right, which we know that this devil is contrary of everything of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, henceforth why we got to get him the hell out of here, why the Lord is going to get him the hell out of here. The sworn enemy of the Israelites, all right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. He is clean contrary to everything that we do. But that's the point.
Yeah, we'll get, two more. We'll close out a one, whatever, gonna get the last one.
Yeah, I got another one for you.
Let him go.
Go ahead, Kabal, you got it.
All right, this second Ezra chapter 4, verse 29. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good. Now, it's basically saying like, hey man, this kingdom don't get translated, man.
Then
Hey,
our kingdom can't come.
yeah, our kingdom
The
can't
kingdom
come.
of the Israelites, man.
Yeah,
That's why this place is being uprooted. I
yeah,
starting with the prophets through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right, where that fire that's coming out the mouth uh of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. All right, we eating this devil kingdom up with our words, but soon it's gonna be physical. All right, Yahweh Shai is gonna come back. All right, and he gonna handle business, and the translator gonna be the kingdom gonna be translated, all right, to the kingdom of the Israelites, starting with Yahweh Shai through the
yeah.
power of Yahweh. You
Yeah,
got
it's
it.
gotta happen too, man. Cause yeah, once our kingdom get established, the earth gonna be refreshed, man.
Yep.
Everything's gonna be righteous, man. Man, hey, everything in nature itself is gonna be cleansed. It's gonna be perfect in the kingdom. You
Yeah,
know?
life is gonna be perfect, man. That's
Yeah.
when we're gonna truly live. All right, we're gonna truly know what actually living is. All right, because this what we in right now, this condition we in, right, under the rulership of these devils. All right, this not living, bro. All right, especially for the Israelite man. All right, who's meant to be a king, kings and priests. All right, but Kushab, you had one. I don't know. We could end it if brother don't got no more about that time.
Hey, real quick, because I was holding this earlier and you kind of walked me back in it. But nevertheless, this Micah 2 and 10, it says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted and it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction." Right? And the reason which I brought that out is because ultimately 2/3 of the nation of Israel, and really, all of the other nations, they don't even understand that this is nothing merely but a pit stop, right, in our journey. That's all this is, right? America, this lifestyle, the American dream, these things are nothing more than a pit stop. Okay. True living, like you said, real life is about to start when this dream, all right, this nightmare, okay, has been we woken up from this nightmare, brother. You see, our people don't understand what's in front of us, but we do. All right, you said something earlier. Hey, the Lord has given it unto us to understand the truth, right? We understand what happened after this nightmare. They don't. But I see Cabal, got something to say, and then we can wrap it up.
Beautiful.
That's what I want to say too. That's why we waiting on our kingdom, man. Cause hey, everything could finally rest, man. The whole earth could be at rest, man. That's why, hey, man, the whole earth is ready for our rulership. As the brother you started off with, man. You got it.
Yep. Con. I guess if brothers don't ain't got in the movie to close out. Yeah, so hopefully this endo camp was edifying, to all the viewers and listeners. All right, so before we end, I want to give infinite honors and praises to Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Yahweh
Bashem,
Hashem
Yahushua,
Yahushua
Yahushua,
Hamashiach
Yahushua.
Hakodash.
Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. All right, a Bible Ball,
Bible
Bible
ball.
Bible
ball.
ball.
Bible Ball,
A
Bible
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 ball.
ball.
Bible
ball.
Bible
ball.
Ball.
A
A
Bible
Bible
ball.
Bible
ball.
ball.
Kwam Yasharala,
Kwame
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 Yasharala.
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 Shalom.
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 Shalom.